Soul Tribe. I'm on the road again. And I am where it's sunny and 75 and above. And palm trees. And how excited am I? It's a beautiful day. And I don't have a desk set up yet, so we're reading from the car like old times. Exciting. So I was shuffling your cards to meditate on Aries energy. My hot coffee went out, so I went and got frozen from behind me. Guilty pleasures. Anyway, and I kept hearing a song for you guys. It's by the Revivalists, and it's called Soul Fight. And I want to do the lyrics for you because this is for Aries. And I have learned from experience that when a song comes in, when I'm meditating on energy, that I'm supposed to let you guys know, because it ends up resonating with some of you out there because you send me the messages and let me know. So make sure you pull it up and listen to it. Again, it's Soul Fight by the Revivalist. And it says, well, isn't anybody home in here? It's getting cold and I just don't care. So I'm going to find something else to do. Just take a really good look at me. I'm 22 and I still don't see why all you people just can't get along anymore. Because falling down ain't so hard to do. I can hear it. Because falling down ain't so hard to do. You only catch to the bottom of the brew. You only catch to the bottom of the brew. So I'm going to find something else to do. Because if I ever were to say to you all the things that you wanted me to, I'd have to find something else to do. And it goes, so I'm gonna stand here by your fire, 'cause it's a cold one tonight. I'm taking care of Soul Fight, and you're the reason why. I don't ask questions and I don't tell no lies. You're the reason why. Taking care of Soul Fight. Ooh, and you're the reason why. And then it says, oh my God, I almost died last night. Wrecked my car, then I totaled my life. So I'm going to find something else to do. So Mother Mary, won't you come sing a song for me and make it last the whole damn night? Because you know I can't hang on to see when this noose pulls me so tight. Well, I would scratch and bleed from my fingernails till every bit of me is gone. Because I didn't want her and I didn't need her. So now I'll leave it alone. And I'm going to stand here by your fire, 'cause it's a cold one tonight. I'm taking care of Soul Fight, and you're the reason why. I don't ask questions and I don't tell no lies. You're the reason why. I'm taking care of Soul Fight. Ooh, and you're the reason why. That's a really pretty song. The melody is beautiful. But what I think that means for Aries, and you can put it how it resonates with you, but what I'm seeing is somebody who's brokenhearted. They've had a whole thing go on, and they're looking a little bit deeper than they had in the past. Maybe on repeat cycles. And it's time to do some introspection. Soul Fight is when you're fighting for your own elevation. So you can see the bigger picture and maybe stop repeat patterns that have been happening, that have been crash and burn over and over and over again. And sometimes you find when you're in situations like that you got to lean on others. That's why they're saying, so I'm going to stand here by your fire, because it's a cold one tonight. I'm taking care of Soul Fight. And somebody might be the reason why. And somebody might feel like they're being choked or they're hung, you know, when it talks about Mother Mary, won't you sing me a song? So let's get some Moonology for Aries. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, messages for Aries. So, be bold and make the first move and have faith in your dreams. So, sometimes we let go when we get in a rut of what our dreams are or who we are. I was just having this conversation yesterday with someone, and it brings me back to that. Libra energy is here with a win-win outcome that's forecast too, by the way, in case you were wondering. But it's balance that's coming in. See that? It was at the bottom of the deck, so I try to look at that. But I was just having that conversation with someone yesterday, getting lost. We're meant to be in relationships so that we can grow parallel to one another. That means if you're solid in who you are and someone else is solid in who they are, then you can intertwine those lives and run parallel with one another. So everybody still has their autonomy while you mold into one. And it is doable. But you have to be careful as well to not blur the boundaries. Because when we do that, we become disillusioned of things. So you may be thinking of doing something new, and Spirit's saying, be bold to make the first move and have faith in your dreams. So you might be in a soul fight right now. You may have lost yourself somewhere, and now it's time to find yourself before you wreck yourself. A win-win outcome is forecast. So I'm gonna stand here by your fire, 'cause it's a cold one tonight. I'm taking care of soul fight. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say. You're the reason why. Sometimes, and this is from experience with me, I got my heart broken into. I mean, absolutely ripped out of my chest, and then it was like putting it back in there and kind of taping it together and skimming over it, right? I'm so thankful for that. On this side of that, if it had not been for that experience, I would have never experienced the things that I've now experienced and gone through some of the things that I've gone through, because, oh my gosh, I love who I am today so much more than who I was yesterday. And I would not have found her had it not been for those players in the movie that happened to be on my path. Okay? So there'll come a day when you'll find forgiveness and grace, and you'll be able to be actually thankful for the people that hurt you the most. Ten of Swords is right here on the bottom. Somebody feels hurt, and now having to look at other options with the Seven of Cups. See that? That was on the split. So that's something that Aries is probably dealing with right now. This could have been something that's recent, or it may be something that you're digging up. Digging up bones, I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of love that's dead and gone. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. The Emperor, there you are. Aries, Taurus, Libra energy in his own right, in the upright. The embodiment of all four kings. Earth, fire, air, and water in balance. The elements in this world come into balance with the Emperor in the upright. He stands on truth. He stands on honor. He also can run an empire if he wants to. He chooses. People come to serve him. He doesn't serve them. He can, if he uses it to build his empire. Now, what is your empire, Aries? Your empire is not just the business you run, the household you run. It's the embodiment of all of it and who you are and the legacy that you build. Meaning, what's that dash between your years going to be worth when they read your eulogy? What are they going to say about you? Who are you? That is your empire. And the biggest example that the emperor can be is an emperor who lives by example. So the emperor inside of you is standing in the upright with masculine energy in balance. What else? Messages of truth. You may have already received those, or you're going forward toward the future with that sword. Only standing in the truth now. But here we are with the Five of Pentacles, where we're just asking why. She sits here with the skull right under her, realizing that this death cycle was here and we're just trying to figure out why. I'm taking care of soul fight. Well, you know the reason why. What's in the current for Aries? Someone from the past, nostalgic memories sitting here. Could be about children, but it's an equal give and take. Looking at the relationships that we've been in and wondering if we have actually balanced what we give out. Are we getting it back, or is there an imbalance there? The Sun, you could have been dealing with a Leo, or it may just be an energy of happiness and vitality with that fire energy. Two fire energies together, Aries and Leo, that could be a whole lot of fun or a big shit show, you know. The Nine of Wands is here on the bottom. We learned some lessons there, and somebody's watching. Somebody is watching you do you. Or you've been watching somebody else, and look here, it's under the moon. There's a secret behind this Pisces energy. Somebody's watching in the dark too. You may not be able to see what's coming up, but you can smell it. There's something sweet going to come out of something that you can't see. There's going to be a lot of truth around it. The Ace of Swords. It's an honest opportunity. It's time to walk away from things that no longer serve you into whatever that happiness is for you. And what brought it on? Something that's keeping us up at night with the Nine of Swords. May not be able to get a whole lot of sleep with that going on because we've been hurt. So now it's decision-making time. Don't deceive yourself with the Seven of Swords here about feeling like you're walking away from the light. Because there's only 5 cups back there. You're looking for 10 cups. There were 5 cups back there that were in the upright. Yes, 5. But where are the other 5? If you'll notice, half of that is 5 more. So you were okay with just 5. If you keep looking back at that, you're never going to see the path in front of you, because in front of you, there's 2 more cups to find. There are a lot more options than you might have thought. That's why this death cycle had to appear. That's the death card. The Phoenix rising from the ashes, Scorpio energy. She's howling at the moon here. And it took heartbreak, 10 of Swords. There's 10, 10. Okay, so we've reached, the death cycle is here with 2 tens. So that's completion. Getting your money back in order. Looking at the pain and not running from it anymore. Because that's what we've been doing over and over again. In order to calm things down with the 6 of Swords, you may be looking at a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, or a feminine earth energy. Some feminine person who has their shit together, basically. You may decide to make an opportunity and put an end to something, an old you. There's an investment opportunity here. You may message about that. It's going to take a lot of strength to do this. You got to tame that bear that's within you. And it may cause a lot of conflict, but the truth will prevail. Aries or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Masculine and King of Cups. This is water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. These two kings sit next to each other and can run shit. You know why? Because they've got the truth and they've got the emotion that are tied in together. The emotional truth about this that is being spoken and clearly articulated. And the message about that brings you to a new partnership. Yeah, there will be communication about this. And we're going to face those demons with the Capricorn devil energy here. We're going to toss these couple ideas around for a while, and then the Empress comes in with Hierophant. Higher levels of commitment, higher religious or belief systems, just a level up. This is a chance to level up for Aries. The Queen of Swords is here. She's the Ice Queen. So she'll sit on her throne and she won't say a word, but if you come to her, she'll tell you the damn truth. Very musical queen. I always see music when I see her. And she also operates as the High Priestess. Pisces energy. She knows a lot, but she don't say everything. She passes judgment fairly. And then she hermits because she shines a light in the dark. It's the wounded healer. Yes. Somebody wants to scream from the inside. And it's taken a lot of patience, but somebody may get ready to travel with Cancerian energy, get on that chariot, and take a trip, even though they cannot see what's in front of them. For a reunion with the Three of Cups. Yes. The Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles is here. There's some good things coming, Aries. You just have to be open to it. But right now, it's time for a soul fight. And sometimes it does feel like fighting. Let's look at the Oracle of Pluto for Aries. What message do you have for Aries with this Oracle of Pluto? I'm gonna stand here by your fire, 'cause it's a cold one tonight. I'm taking care of soul fight. You're the reason why I don't ask questions and I don't tell no lies. You're the reason why. Snake. Snakes shed skin for many different reasons. But even though it sheds its skin, it's still a snake, right? Sneaky little snakes. So let's see what it means in the Oracle of Pluto. This might be a long transformation. This might last for a long period of time. It comes from conflict. The shedding of this skin comes from conflict. The snake. It stands for the divine feminine, a spiritual awakening and healing. One thing I noticed here is all four of these kings are on the board as well as the emperor. So the masculine energy is perfect. But what is the healing of the feminine energy? We all have both inside of us. It's just some of us are more of one than the other. So when you're talking about feminine energy, it's being open to receive, being receptive. Sometimes we get lessons in how to be more receptive instead of just do. Allowing. Let them. I'm going to have that tattooed on my arm very soon. The snake. The snake is one of the oldest known symbols of the goddess, and it has a powerful correspondence in the occult. The snake is rich in meaning and revered in many cultures, with one of the most famous representations being that of Kundalini, a snake goddess believed to be triggered at the start of a profound spiritual awakening. If the snake has graced your reading with its presence, it's likely you're undergoing this process now. Just as a snake shedding its skin is a sure sign of its growth, you may be experiencing old beliefs or versions of yourself falling away now. Recognize that this is a necessary part of your healing journey. Often after we've undergone a profoundly difficult or painful time, we emerge on the other side feeling as though we are a completely different person. And you will after this soul fight. To fully embrace this new authentic version of yourself, it's necessary to let fall away what must fall away to complete the process of integration. Shed the dead weight and welcome in this healthier version of yourself. The snake may also be a sign that the goddess, the divine feminine, is calling out to you. Say hello. Throughout much of history, and especially during global colonization and the spread of the Abrahamic religions, the feminine aspects of the divine have been snuffed out. Think of the story of Adam and Eve and how it is the snake that leads Eve into temptation and ultimately to the original sin. Think of Medusa. Think of people's fear of snakes. Feminine power has been feared for so long, and because of this, it has been twisted and distorted into something that is bad, ugly, evil, or less than. Luckily, the reclaiming of the feminine is on the rise, and with it, the dismantling of these grossly misconstructed ideas. Regardless of gender identity, we all possess feminine and masculine energy within us. Just as we must integrate our unknown shadow side to become a healthy, balanced human, so too must we integrate our feminine energy. Society has a lot of ideas about what femininity looks like, but what does it mean to you? Now is the time to define this side of yourself. Many men have been raised, and I actually was part of this dynamic with my own son, because it's what I learned, that to be vulnerable, to be emotional, and to show that side of you was a sign of weakness. That's not the case. Because to me now, on this side of things, I think a man who wears his heart on his sleeve or is vulnerable enough to talk about his feelings and emotions in an honest manner and be able to label that emotion with a word is one of the strongest human beings that I've ever met. It takes a weak individual to continue to mask over emotions with outward busyness, or to find something else to do. I'm going to stand here by your fire, 'cause it's a cold one tonight. I'm taking care of soul fight. Yeah, that guy's taking care of soul fight. But in the beginning, he was saying, I gotta find something else to do. 'Cause if I ever were to say to you all the things that you wanted me to, well, I'd have to find something else to do. Yeah. So instead of saying the thing, doing the damn thing, or looking at the emotions around it, you got to find something else to do. That's busy work. Sometimes we get isolated and put into situations like that so we can face our own demons. Face our own internal battle that we avoid so often. And a human that's able to actually look that demon in the eye, face it down, handle it, admit to it, and then fix it internally is a strong, strong human. But those people who use things in life or in this 3D world or strongholds, addictions and things like that to mask over it is more of the weak individual. Because they can't handle their emotions, they run from it. That's a form of running. So if that's been you, those things are about to change. The snake energy is here, and Spirit's asking you to be more receptive, not closed off, drop your defenses in that manner, and be able to grow. It's turning pain into purpose, really. And it's finding a little piece of yourself. So even though somebody takes a little piece of your heart, they just left a little gaping hole, just like going to the gym, so that that can wound, heal over and make that muscle stronger. So that's how you find forgiveness, because if it hadn't been for them doing that, you would have sat stagnant and you wouldn't have changed anything. And nothing changes if nothing changes. How happy were you anyway? That's the question. So, a new horizon is up ahead, Aries. And I wish you the best in that journey. And until next time, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for coming. Love and light to you and yours. I'll see you around.